One day, I was watching Science Channel, browsing R9K and playing some old NES ROMs. I have a TV next to my computer monitor, so I can do all this shit at the same time. It was about 3 AM, and I was really tired. Having already brushed my teeth and washed my face, I was about ready to go to bed. I hadn't even noticed what I was watching at this point. It usually ends up as background noise anyway, while I do something more entertaining. I glanced over, and it seemed like some shitty infomercial just started. Since it's just turned 3:30, I got up to go to bed when I heard the guy on the TV say, "Hey, you, don't go to sleep yet. I've got a great deal for you." I turned and looked back at the TV, and I laughed to myself. How does he know I'm going to bed? He looked rather stressed out, as if he was forcing a smile. I noticed I couldn't see his hands, and he wasn't using them to talk like most people do. He actually seemed to keep them behind his chair. His teeth were a dark yellow-brown color, as if they had been soaking in soda in that Mythbusters experiment. His eyes were drooped and his cheeks looked like they were pasted on. He must have been in his late 70s. He was a well-dressed man, I must admit. A pinstripe suit was garnished by a red rose attached to his suit jacket. A white shirt and a black tie finished off the whole deal. The more he spoke, the less I seemed to listen, focusing mostly on his effect rather than his words. It was then that I realized that the volume decreased to a near mute at this time. I went to turn it up, but my remote control wasn't having any effect on my television. It was then that he blurted out, now I have your attention. I have to get around to what I was going to tell you." At this point, I let loose a little dribble of pee, as this startled me so much. I just stared intently at the man's sunken eyes, whose pupils seemed to dominate almost all of the eye, including the whites. He began his speech once again, leaving a long pause where he slowly revealed his rotten teeth once again. "Now then, as you may or may not have realized, this isn't exactly cable television anymore. No, far from it. This is meant especially for you." At this point, my stomach was in my toes. I was having trouble breathing. Some people refer to it as shock. There should be another word to describe the intensity of fear that I felt. "I've been watching you for a while now. As you may or may not have noticed," he spoke, "there were times where I thought you weren't ready. However, those feelings were quickly eradicated when I saw how easy it was to, direct you." As he said this, pictures of me compelling daily chores came across the screen. They started out believable enough: me outside hanging laundry, me outside cleaning the pool, and me through the window cooking dinner. Me letting my girlfriend in through the front door. As they progressed, they became less realistic and more as if the man was able to no-clip to get through my walls. Pictures of me in the shower, pictures of me sleeping, pictures. They didn't seem to stop, his raspy voice repeating, "Direct you," over and over again. The pictures became more grim. Pictures of me inviting the neighbors into my house, pictures of them tied up, pictures of them mutilated, decapitated, limbs rendered into separate pieces. At this point, I was numb. I couldn't move. "Remember now? Don't you remember your directions? You were supposed to bury them. You were supposed to get rid of them. But what did you do? You simply left them there. They hadn't moved since you've seen them last." I refused to believe this. It was too absurd. I had no recollection of anything like this happening. I didn't even talk to my neighbors, let alone invite them over. You did it, John. But you couldn't accept it, and that's why I'm here. That's why I had to tell you so bad. You tried to fight off the demons, but you simply couldn't. They took over. I had no idea what to think. I started to shout, as if the man in the TV could hear me. "No, I must kill the demons," I shouted. The TV said, "No, John. You are the demons." And then I was a zombie. Alright, that was Repercussions of Evil, a a Trollpasta, based off a Doom fanfiction, apparently. Originally done by like Peter Chimera, I'm guessing how you say that. But I was reading the anonymous edition, and I don't know what to say, to be honest. I really don't. This is a bit of a big meme. I thought I would read a Trollpasta, as I haven't done one on the channel for quite some time, and I thought it'd just be a nice little change. But anyway, let me know what you thought of this Trollpasta in the comments below. If you liked it, leave a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. Subscribe to this channel, and if you do, hit the bell to get notified. You can also drop by my Discord, the link to do so is in the description below. You can talk to me and many others there. Share this video around to your friends to give them a scare, and as always, thank you so much for watching.